It is definitely tax time. Would you rat out your boss and get paid by the IRS, though? Would you do that? If you want to, if you're thinking about it, here are some things you need to know. Tax attorney Jeff Kaufman is here with some warnings for you. Good morning, Jeff.
Morning.
First of all, I want to know, how do people find out their boss is being shady on their taxes?
Well, like most criminals, they have big mouths.
And they start talking.
Absolutely. And what normally happens is people are talking, their secretary, their friend, somebody else hears them, and the government figured out that's the easiest way to catch people, not paying their taxes, to have their friends turn them in.
Okay, what are the warnings if you're thinking about it? If you got word that your boss is a little shady, what are some things you should watch out for?
Well, some of the things you have to pay attention to is the business you're working for. If you don't pay the taxes, that money's going to come back eventually, so you're probably going to get laid off if he gets caught.
Okay. So you could lose your job, but then also if you're looking for another job, how does that hurt you? Do you get blacklisted?
Well, if it becomes very public, there's a good possibility you will get blackballed. It's like anything else. There's no protection for the whistleblower. There's an opportunity to make about 15% of the money that's brought in, but certain whistleblowers have paid a little more than they've received.
And you've mentioned this is a big deal right now in the news because there is a whistleblower in Switzerland who's now going to jail for it?
Well, an American-born banker who was living in Switzerland at the time turned in a lot of his clients, and the government recouped about $780 million. The problem is while most people paid fines, he's actually going to prison for his participation.
Yikes, yikes. Okay, so it could be risky. You lose your job, you lose your money, and you could go to jail too, I guess, but that's rare in everyday situations.
Well, it's a little rare. The problem is a lot of people, to get that money, that 15%, it takes sometimes up to 7 years to be able to collect it.
It's not worth it.
Well,
is it worth it?
It's worth it to people who feel a need to help their government.
I mean, how much money we're talking about here? Enough to retire on that you could possibly get from the IRS?
Well, at a minimum, the government has to recoup $2 million for you to get any money back. So, 15% of $2 million, that's $300,000.
Okay, so it might be worth it for you
if he would have got his 15% off $780 million, that's a lot of money.
Okay, so I got all this information about my shady boss. I'm about to get paid. Who do I go to first? How do I report it?
Well, the best thing you could do is call the federal government, call the FBI, call the Department of Revenue.
Just pick up the phone and say, hey, I want to talk to you. Do I need to call a special department?
Just don't text in your car when you do it. So.
Is there a special number, though, to call?
Yes, there's a 1-800 number. Okay. I believe you have that. It'll pop up on your screen.
We do have it on our website, but I wasn't sure if there was like a secret guy behind the red phone going, oh, you want to report your boss?
No, I believe they answer by a number. Like with Disney, they create this name like Winona or something.
Okay, thank you, Jeff. Enjoy. Great information. And for more information on cashing in on tax sheets, log on our website, dailybuzznow.com.